I get out of the shower every night, man, and I middle part my hair, dude. I'm gonna jack this. I think this year, I'm gonna do this.
You look like
I'm gonna jack.
like Zach Morris.
Hey, I'll take it.
This year I'm doing the middle part. Last year was the mullet. We're moving up a decade, all right? We're doing 90s this year, okay?
Get it, boy.
What's up, y'all? This is Jesse here at the Beardbrand Barbershop in Austin, Texas with my homie Santi, and we're gonna touch up his beautiful 90s vibe curtains today and clean them up. Kind of ask you what you need, but I mean, we're kind of do the usual.
Yeah, I feel like
you know, clean up, fade the sides, and clean up the top.
Yeah, you already set the foundations.
Yeah.
Just cut it back, man.
Yeah. First steps with this haircut would be just to get it wet, and I'm gonna separate the top from the back and sides because I'm gonna cut the sides first, tying the top to that afterwards. So just saturate his hair pretty good, make it easier to section. So I'm gonna go in, we usually do a 1.5 on the sides, taper out the sides and back with a 1.
Well, I was gonna see if that makes sense. Like, I don't know, if we're available or... yeah, we can squeeze them in for sure, man. Let me double check with everybody, make sure we got something going on. Sure, yeah. See what we got going on. Yeah, otherwise I'll make an appointment when needs to be done.
Back when like couch surfing was big, I was in my like college house with all my buds, and we would like have whoever wanted to come over who was just traveling, and we had this couple from like Sweden come.
Okay.
And they were totally chill people, had a great time. Obviously they had a great time, they were staying at our place for free, but then like my girlfriend at the time was like in France randomly for school that summer.
Okay.
And came across that couple in Paris. And it was like, what the f?
Yeah.
It was wild.
Staying safe, Santi? You got double masked up right now?
Yeah. I'm seeing my parents.
Okay.
Not too long, so.
Yeah.
They got vaccinated, but still.
Oh yeah.
I was like, there's no being too safe these days.
Yep.
I'm also a wedding DJ,
Yeah.
I just get exposed all the time.
Yeah.
To just a lot of people.
Work picking back up for you, man?
No, I've actually been off for about 2 months, which has really been nice.
Okay.
But it's about like March gonna hit hard.
Yeah.
March through like January.
Yeah,
I mean,
this year, no, they're not waiting any longer, huh?
Well, yeah.
People like, no, I'm getting married, man.
Dude,
forget it.
People in Texas never really stop. It was like, once you get out of town, like out of Travis County or even out of Austin, you're just like, yeah, I mean, it's just different rules.
They don't care anymore, yeah.
I mean, the fact that there are no rules, people really do take advantage of it.
Yeah.
So, when left to their devices, humans will be total
Yep.
But you know, yeehaw.
Yeah. Just tapering the sides and the back. Slight fade, maybe a little slight density through it, but I'll blend it with clip over comb. And the thing with this curtain style, longer fringes up front is that it is disconnected, but we want to leave a pretty good amount of bulk here to not make it appear disconnected, not make it appear like an undercut, but it kind of is. Follow back with the 2, bash away a little bit of this bulk, not too much of it though. Like I said, we want some of that there. I take my time with this transition because it's such a short transition, so I don't mind it being a little darker, but I do want it to be smooth. Still want it to be blended and not like so much faded, but I do want it to be a smooth transition. All right, I'm gonna dial in this neck taper and the sideburns as well. I'll clean this up with just some shears once I start moving up to the rest of the cut. Always gotta watch out for the nape area when the hairs start growing in different directions. Let's finish up these sides real quick. So I will start off cutting it balanced, but then you'll see I'll start over directing towards the back to leave that length in the front. So it's basically like a disconnected around the sides, but as we approach the back of the head, it's all blended. Probably somewhere close to an inch off. And then basically, we like a little longer fringe on Santi, so I'll go probably with this neckline or even more, maybe a little behind. Definitely not in front of the ear. And for anyone learning off this cut, the more far back you over direct, the longer that fringe is going to swing down. If you're just doing like a regular haircut, you would cut all that off, but we definitely don't want to do that.
It's a regular haircut.
Regular haircut, balance cut, I guess. Balance cut, tying it to the sides. If we didn't want that, because we want this beautiful.
Don't call it a regular cut.
We want this beautiful fringe in the front. And so now between the top and the side, you see how it's disconnected. It jumps there, but we're not going to tie that together. I will move a little more forward and do this little gap right here. It's going to slightly tie that taper together. It's not really going to connect the two. Connecting the two will be straight across. I'm just going to pull out so these hairs in the middle transition from short to long. So now cut the tops, balance, cut the sides, over directed towards the back. Now I should have some corners around this area like that. And I'm not going to cut those straight. I'm going to point cut them so they lay a little more textured. And then it'll add a little flow. But since I didn't really move up and cut this up here in this area, I won't really have any corners up here, but I can go in and texturize that so it lays back a little nicer. So what I'll do is I'll pull sections, and all this is it's furthering the taper, kind of smoothing out the taper, moving all that bulk. Pull down a section. Now this taper's a lot more smoothed out, a lot more shaped up, so it's not too much bulk. Because the problem with having this much length without cutting it off is this length gets bulky. So taking that razor, you can keep the length, but also shape it up. how's this looking, man?
Sick.
Back to
As
back
always,
to
thank
normal.
you.
So I'm gonna throw some styling balm in your hair and then blow dry it.
Perfect. Sounds good.
My favorite part right here, bro. That's my favorite part of that kind of stuff, man. Detail in the back. Yeah. Yeah. All right.
Santi, thanks for your help, man.
Whoever knew sweat could smell so good? I did, because I've been using Beardbrand's new deodorant. Grab it at beardbrand.com.